Hi, my name is Natasha. I am Nevaeh's mother.
My name is Nevaeh Wilson, and I am a student at Woodrow Wilson High School.
So, Mom,
Yes,
where are you originally from?
Chicago, Illinois.
How'd you end up in Texas?
I had a couple family members here and I've traveled here before, so I've always wanted to move from Chicago. I just didn't like the violence and, just wanted to get away. And Texas was just one of the states where I kind of gravitated to, and I just chose to come here. I like the weather. I feel like everyone's pretty welcoming. Chicago's not really nice like that, so.
So, you look pretty young. So how old were you when you had Nevaeh?
I was 17.
So Nevaeh moved from Chicago here with you?
She did.
So it's always been you and Nevaeh?
Yes.
Okay, so I have a question for you.
Yes.
When you see Nevaeh receiving tough coaching or tough love, how do you respond to that?
I know that every coach that she has in her life genuinely cares about her, so I don't take it to the heart. I will say, it really just depends how she's accepting it. So if I feel like sometimes it's hard to watch, but only because I can feel like her pain mentally and emotionally because she's really hard on herself. But I've learned to allow her to work through that, and so I just kind of stay out of it. If I feel like something's not just, I will say something. But 9 times out of 10, it's tough love, and I understand that all her coaches care about her, so I know that they're not just doing that just to be intentionally doing it. They're doing it for good reason.
Now, were you an athlete?
No, not really. I played a little cheerleading when I was in middle school, but it's a sport, but it's not like basketball, so.
So becoming a sports parent was a journey for you. So how much did you have to learn, and how did you learn to shift through what's real and what's actually BS?
Well, I grew up with a lot of boys, and my cousins, they played basketball, they played football. My little brother, he played basketball. He was on a traveling team as well, so I already knew what comes with that. But I was young myself, so as being the parent on that side of that, I like it. I do. As long as Nevaeh likes it, I like it, and I feel like it's really good for her to, be involved in something, to stay active, and something that's positive, something that's she can make a career out of it. She's not just doing something that's for no reason. So, I know that basketball is a positive. It can be a positive, good sport for her to play. It's not something where it's like, okay, where are we going with this? I know she can go somewhere with this as long as she wants to.
Okay. We always talk about the athlete support system. You as a parent of an athlete, what does your support system look like?
My support system, I have a good support system. I will say that I do. From the time that I had her, I've always had a good support system, and that was just something I was blessed with. My mother, my grandmother, my uncles, aunts, siblings, now Dre, he's a good support system for us. Nevaeh, so whatever my support system is, that's her support system. It's never been just about me. Whoever's in our life, they know that it's both of them, so.
Now, I do have a question, because Nevaeh didn't play AAU ball middle school, right? Which was a great move. By the way, coming from an AAU coach, that was a great move. What was the biggest shock of her playing travel ball?
It was just like, oh, this is real. I feel like it was, because you see that on, like I said, my little brother did play with the traveling team when he was playing basketball, but I was still young myself, so I didn't really know, my mom would always be like, this is a little expensive, or I gotta take her, go travel here, we gotta go here. Sometimes she couldn't make it because she had to work, so she trusted the coach enough to allow him to travel with the coach, and I just was like, oh, okay, I know he plays ball good. I didn't really understand it until I became a parent, and I'm like, oh, so this is how much this costs. And I'm blessed enough to where she's had some good coaches to where I knew that whatever I was putting in, it was for a reason. I didn't feel because I felt like a lot of times parents wonder, okay, I didn't pay all of this, what's going on, but I know that it's showing. So I will sacrifice and I will invest in whatever I need to make sure that she excels.
Now you say it was different, right? How was travel ball different than school ball, and even the different levels of travel ball that you experienced in her short time of playing travel ball?
So school ball is pretty much like Tuesday, Friday, we got a game at this school. I'm not traveling more than 20 minutes to the school. You know, I didn't have to, there are little fees that you have to pay for maybe them to, if you wanted more donations. It wasn't like there was a fee for her to play basketball in high school, you know, she just had to make sure she had good grades in order for her to play. But traveling, it's, okay, now, if I'm investing in this, you need to make sure that you're putting your best foot forward, because I'm not going to work and I'm not paying all this for nothing. So I instilled that in her. It was just more like, okay, we went to Memphis, 2 years ago, and that was a 7-hour drive, and you got to take off work for that weekend, and you got to get on the road and do all that. So it's definitely different because you have more sacrifices as a parent, as a working parent. So it's like I had to take off work and put this aside, gotta get a hotel, it's a lot more. But, and also too, just being in the atmosphere where there's a lot more teams and there's coaches out there, and you never know who's watching you. There's college coaches there, so it's real. It's not saying that school ball is real too, but I feel like it conditions you throughout the year, throughout the season, and then when you get out there in the summertime, okay, hey, what you was doing during the season, you need to, it's gonna reflect right now.
Now you guys live in the Dallas area,
Yes.
and in the state of Texas, for the last how many decades, all the state championships are in Dallas, right? So when summertime comes, it's like everywhere you go, playing the top teams in Dallas, everywhere you go. How was that an adjustment for you? Because I know her first year playing travel ball, her coach protected her. He didn't throw her out there to the wolves and leave her out there for the mistakes. How was that different for you?
For the previous year
Yes.
versus the first year?
Yes.
I felt like, I'm gonna be honest, the first year she kind of was just getting into the groove of things, so she was just like, more like I'm looking at it like I'm playing basketball at school versus, you know, it was different just trying to teach her to watch her body language and her attitudes and stuff, because other things, like little things that she doesn't think that college coaches are paying attention to, that they are paying attention to. If she has an attitude, or she got her head down, or she's not paying attention, if her coach talking to her and she's trying to pull away, stuff like that is a big deal. So, you know, like, you can't be doing stuff like that because you are out here with, you don't know who's somewhere. So I feel like that was a big thing. And just, I feel like, I'm not gonna, honestly, before she got injured, I feel like she was doing so good. And that was the thing that was the hardest to watch when that did happen, because I look back on a lot of film, she was doing really good in the few games that she did play before she hurt herself. And it was hard to watch that because I was like, you know, but hey, life goes on. You know, I know that she definitely did better this last time before she got injured versus the first time. Look, that she was just getting into the groove of things. So I felt like when she finally got her groove, she hurt herself. So it was kind of like a little setback, but you know.
Now here's something different about you. You're not trying to live through your child, right? So what is your end goal for Nevaeh once she hits her senior year, turns 18, and college coaches start calling? Are you going to be the mom to move? Let's say she decides to go to school in Illinois. Are you going to move back to Illinois? Or are you going to let her grow up and experience the world?
That is conversations that we do have, and honestly, I feel like because it's always just been me and her, and I grew up with her as well. I was young when I had her. I was 17, the age that she is now. So I know how hard it is at that age, trying to find yourself and figure out what you want to do when you're just kind of all over the place. So I do coddle her, but I do have tough love too, and I'm very firm with her, and she knows that. But I don't know. I guess it just depends. I did tell her there are some things that she do need to show me that she can be independent on her own, because if I feel like she's not there, then I am going to have to follow her. Or she gonna have to stay in Texas. Texas got a lot of good schools.
Texas does have a lot of good schools.
No, I'm kidding. If When she gets 18, she's still gonna be a mama's girl.
So what are some things that your mom, Nevaeh, wants you to be more independent about?
I feel like thinking for myself, talking for myself. Let's see what else. Like she was saying, the attitudes. It's not really even attitudes. It's just how I come off and just being more.
So it's been you and your mom for a long time, right? And she just admitted she coddles you sometimes, but she gives you tough love. So when people perceive it as an attitude, it's not really an attitude, it's more of you like.
Just being like hard on myself in a way. And because it's like I hear things from other people that I'm already thinking myself, so it's just a lot. I'm already thinking it and you're just making it worse. But I also know that it's coming from they're coming from a good place.
Because I've never seen you with an attitude. I've seen you hard on yourself, but I've never seen you with an attitude. So, with that being said, what is one of your favorite memories with you and your mom? While she thinks mom, help her out. What's one of your favorite memories, besides her being born?
A favorite memory that I could say, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like this moment right now. Only because, and the reason I say that is because she said just like this past season was so hard for her. She was so hard on herself, like how she's sitting up here in this chair and she's talking is like, it's like a pivotal moment for me because I'm just like, even though it's taking a little bit to some questions, she's kind of pausing, she's doing like, she's showing me that she can't speak up for herself. She can't answer questions. She can't be vocal, just she is very resilient and I feel like this is giving her more confidence in herself, just having this opportunity and being able to be a part of a brand and represent something. Basketball is a big part of her life, but there's more to her besides that. And I feel like this is very good for her to where she's gonna know like, okay, I'm basketball, but basketball is a part of me, but it's not everything to me. And I just try to teach her how to balance her life to where she knows like you can have other things going on besides playing basketball. So with her having this brand, this is a good memory. I don't want to go back to when she was a kid because we're just moving forward. So I feel like right now is a really a good memory for me, for her. Just sitting up here watching her speak for herself.
Since Nevaeh can come up with a favorite moment, who's the better TikToker? You or your mom?
No, her. I'll give it to her.
Really?
The followers say it.
The follow? She works hard on her TikTok, right?
What?
She works hard pushing that TikTok.
Yes.
Because
She
sometimes
got this and everything. You sent her phone up.
yeah, because sometimes she get a little sassy on her stories, right? Be like, why you watching and ain't following? I'll be like, oh, let me go ahead and follow because before she see I watch and cuss me out, right? She is real serious about
But
that.
see, the difference is.
What about your Instagram though?
Oh no, my Instagram, it used to be good. I do not be on Instagram like that no more. So I definitely need to clean that up. I've been giving more time to TikTok, I guess. But I don't really think too much. I'm just me. I don't think too much on it when I'm on TikTok. I don't care. Like I could be getting up and if I feel like making a TikTok, I'm gonna record myself with a bonnet on my head. And Nevaeh, she's not gonna do that. She has to go and get herself dolled up and
So you taught her not to come out looking any kind of way?
well, yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah. So you take TikTok the same way, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. Who's the better cook?
I do not cook.
You don't cook? So what's going to happen when you go to college and they give you an apartment?
Uber Eats.
Huh?
DoorDash, Uber Eats.
Oh, so you're going to be ramen noodles. Hey, it is the life say ramen noodles and cereal. What's your favorite type of cereal?
I'm just letting you know.
If you could say anything to your stepdad as to how he impacted your life, what would you say? It's okay to be soft and vulnerable. I see all the thoughts that you're like, I can't say that, you're going to think I'm soft. Is she soft, sweet?
They'll cut this out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suck at those.
I knew she had a vulnerability problem. She hates being vulnerable. Let me rephrase the question. What do you appreciate about his sacrifices? Because he has his own business, he works nights, and he still gets up early in the morning.
I could just tell that he cares a lot. Probably at times cares more than I do. I remember there was a time we were in the car and I said I wanted to play basketball, but I feel like deep down he knew that wasn't how I felt for real. And I could just tell that response hurt him. I just feel like he cares a lot, even if we're not always like vulnerable and stuff. But you know, I could just tell like he cares a lot.
So you hate being vulnerable. You hate expressing your feelings because you was wiggling like the inchworm over there.
Yeah, I don't know.
I understood what she was saying. The audience will understand too because for some reason, this generation of girls,
Yeah.
they don't express themselves. I'm just trying to be cool. So, Mom, what does it mean to you to actually see your baby who like the camera but didn't necessarily want to be in front of the camera to now sitting in front of the camera doing full interview, representing the brand, and an inspiring model, which I think she could be a great model. What's it mean to you?
It means a lot to me, honestly. Like I said before, I feel like it's the biggest thing she struggled with is her confidence and knowing that she's that girl. And I feel like being in front of the camera, answering these type of questions and representing a brand that is all about being positive, having that type of energy for this generation, because these kids struggle a lot with they have a lot of insecurities. There's a lot of judgment going on. They don't know how to really decipher between, like it's a lot. It's really, and I feel like society, TV, entertainment, all that stuff plays a part in it, and they don't really help it. So it means a lot because at the end of the day, regardless of everything that she does go through, she's very resilient. She bounces back. It just takes her a little bit of time, but she gets back to, you just gotta give her a little space sometimes. So it makes me feel good that she's able to sit up here and answer these kind of questions because this is actually building on what she's suffering with. Whether she realizes it or not, sitting in front of the camera and being able to be vulnerable and open up and just being real, like these are steps towards building your confidence and being comfortable in your own skin.
All right, before we leave, tell her your Instagram and your TikTok so they can go follow, subscribe, and do whatever else they need to do to help you out on your journey in social media.
So my Instagram is Natasha, NATASHA 91 _ and my TikTok is NATAWILSON 91 _ Yeah. So Natasha 91 _ Nata Wilson 91.
Oh, what's yours?
Oh, okay. So my TikTok is Vea_Amaya, but for Vea the E is a 3, so VA3H_Amaya AMYA. And my Instagram is Vea Amaya, is VAEH_AMYA.